So 5 Firestick remote hacks that every Firestick and Fire TV user should know. Now the first one in the list is to give you access to hidden display and resolution settings. As you know, somebody can just go over to the settings, go over to display, and they can choose from the default options of just 1080p or 720p or even 4K. But these Fire TV devices actually have many other hidden resolutions and refresh rates that can be all accessed by this secret remote combination. And that combination is just to hold up on the remote and the rewind button at the same time. So let's hold those down for 5 seconds. So this is up, this is rewind. Ready, steady, go. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see now my display changes, and this is now telling me that my current resolution is 1080p at 60 Hertz. I can leave that as is, and this will now cycle to the next resolution in a few seconds. And you can see now I've got the option for 50 Hertz. So maybe you have a slightly older TV, maybe you have a very old TV that's only supports 480p. What's the point of having your Fire Stick pumping out 1080p content? But with this secret remote combination, I can cycle through the options. Here we can see 720p at 60 Hertz, 720p at 50 Hertz, and you can find whichever resolution matches your particular setup, and you can then choose that directly onto your device. This one is 30 Hertz, so 1080p at 30 Hertz. Let's see if there's any more. And it is cycling automatically. I'm not pressing anything on the remote. I'm just waiting for a resolution that I particularly want to use on my setup. But just so you can see the options there, here you have 480p, so maybe for an older 4x3 TV, maybe something from the early 2000s, if you have that and you want to use your Fire Stick, you can now use these custom resolutions, even ones like that, 576p at 50 Hertz. So lots of options that you can access again by pressing up on the remote and holding down the rewind key for 5 seconds. That will then cycle through the options. When you see the option you like, you can press the select button and your device will then choose that particular resolution. So that's the first one in the list. And if you are using certain applications with certain refresh rates like 24 frames, you can now select one of those options with that. The next one in the list is to access a hidden network menu, which will show you some information about your Wi-Fi connection, what kind of interference you're getting, how strong your signal is, and even your signal to noise ratio. Now to access this secret menu, again on the remote, we're going to press the left on the D-pad and the rewind at the same time for about 5 seconds, then let go, and I'm going to press the context key once. So let's see if that happens first time. So here's left, here's rewind. So ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let go, press context key once, and you can now access the hidden menu. Now, they did actually take me about 3 times before that works, but you can see the menu will come up. This is now doing a quick analysis of your Wi-Fi settings. I can now see my signal strength, I can now see the noise amount, and I can also see my signal to noise ratio. You also have the option to go to more, and that will then run a quick speed test on your device so you can see exactly what kind of speed you're getting. And also it's telling you here, are the Amazon servers reachable? And the reason why this is important is sometimes you may get an issue where if your device doesn't load any of the icons or the banner tiles properly, that's because your device can't reach the Amazon server. So either something's blocking it, or maybe there's an issue with your internet service provider, but because of that blockage, that's why it's not loading those icons. But we can see on my device, it says Amazon servers reachable, and it says yes. So everything should be working absolutely fine on my device. So that's the second secret menu, which is this hidden network information panel. Let's go back. The next one is something very important because many people have issues on their device where for whatever reason, their remote control just loses connection. Maybe they haven't used the device for a while, but if you look on the Amazon forums, so many people have had this problem where randomly the remote just disconnects from their device and they can't seem to pair it back in. In fact, do leave me a comment below if you've ever had this issue where for whatever reason your remote just becomes disconnected. Now the best way to fix this is actually to do a reset of the remote control. What this means is it's almost like doing a factory reset of your device, and that will then allow your remote control to pair again back to your Fire Stick or Fire TV. Now to fully reset your remote control ready for pairing again, you have to hold down 3 buttons, and those buttons are the left, the menu button, and also back. So these three here, so left on the D-pad, the context key, which is menu, and also the back. So if I hold these three down for about 12 seconds, so ready, go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see that's now stopped responding. 11, 12. Give that one more second for good luck. Okay, so that's now been disconnected. That's now been reset. I can now just unplug my Fire TV, plug that back in, and I'm hoping once my device restarts, I should then be able to repair this remote control back onto it. Let's give that a second. I can now long press the home button. Okay, I've now put the remote in pairing mode. Give that a second. I can now click on OK. And that's the remote paired again now. Press home again. Not sure why it's saying my home screen is unavailable. That could be a separate issue, but definitely we can see now my remote control after rebooting the device has once again repaired with my Fire TV Cube. So that's how you reset your remote control with those particular key presses. The next one is for people that use lots of third-party applications, particularly applications that may not be designed for Fire TV or Android TV devices. You may notice that you just have an icon and you can't actually see what the application is called. Now, to see what all of these applications are called, we can use a built-in feature called text view, again, which can be enabled by using a certain key press on your remote control. And that key press is just the rewind button and the forward button together for about 10 seconds. So let me press those now. Ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And it tells you now that you've got the text banner on and you can see some information about the banner. Okay, so there's actually 2 seconds you need to hold it for. So if you want to turn this off, you can hold it for 2 seconds. If you want to hide the banner, you can long press the play button. And if you need to scroll, you can scroll with the back and forward button. So let's press back now. And you can see now when I hover over any application, I get to see exactly what the application is. Here, for example, we can see it's Remote ADB Shell. And it's a great way for you to find out if you have some third-party applications that don't have the name. You can now quickly use a text view to see exactly what you have on your device. And to turn it off, just rewind and forward for 2 seconds. So ready, steady, go. 1, 2. And that then disables that feature. So that's the next one in the list, which is your text view for quickly seeing what applications are on your device. Now the last one in the list, and do leave me a comment below if you knew about all of these particular hacks already, but the last one in the list is really for your final SOS, emergency, throwing in the towel. If you find your device is just becoming unresponsive, or it keeps on crashing, or it's just not performing how it previously did when you first bought the device. Now the quick way to address that is to do a quick factory reset. Now, as the name implies, that means all of your applications will be wiped, all of your settings will be removed, but it's the best way to give your device a fresh start. Now, again, we can actually invoke this directly with the remote control by pressing 2 buttons. And those buttons are just the right on the D-pad and the back button. So let's hold those down. Ready, steady, go. Let's give that a second. And we should then see a prompt on our screen. And this is great if your device is not responding or is just not behaving properly. You can hold these buttons down and there you go. This will now automatically invoke a full factory reset and hopefully restore your device to what it was when you first got it. Of course, I'm not going to let that happen. So I'm going to click on cancel. I'll do that in the last second. Ready, steady, cancelled. But it just shows you with the remote control, you can very easily reset your device with a fresh, clean state. So that's pretty much this video, guys. Many thanks for watching. Do leave me a comment below if you knew about these particular tips and tricks, or if you have some other tips and tricks that you can do with the remote control. Do leave me a comment below, let me know, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.